For the Cardinals, the right fielder, Nolan Keller. The third baseman, number 16, Noah Casali. The center fielder, Cooper Holowinski.
If pain is keeping you from having the quality of life you want, then call Advanced Spinal Care in Onalaska. Dr. Amber Pregame is a NUCA doctor. NUCA is an extremely precise procedure that involves no popping, twisting, or cracking of the neck or back. NUCA focuses on lasting results. To feel better and start enjoying life again, call Advanced Spinal Care today for a no-charge consultation. Advanced Spinal Care, Oak Forest Drive, Onalaska. Learn more at lacrossenucachiropractor.com.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled the championship team who listens to what your needs are.
We install carrier the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Unofficial line score from game one today. 7 runs on 8 hits and 7 runners left on base. Fort Middleton, 5 runs on 9 hits and 9 runners stranded. Your time of game, 2 hours and 11 minutes.
If pain is keeping you from having the quality of life you want, then call Advanced Spinal Care in Onalaska. Dr. Amber Pregame is a NUCA doctor. NUCA is an extremely precise procedure that involves no popping, twisting, or cracking of the neck or back. NUCA focuses on lasting results. To feel better and start enjoying life again, call Advanced Spinal Care today for a no-charge consultation.
Once again, your final score in game one is the Forest 7 and Middleton 5. Game 2 between Holmen and Waunakee will start in approximately 30 minutes. Fans, the concession stand is open today. Make sure you head on down to grab yourself a snack between games. And we'll be back with you as we approach the start of game 2. If you're heading out, please drive home safely. If you're sticking around, we'll be back in about 30 to 40 minutes. Thank you.
the camera down. Shoot first, home plate, please. All right, you just lost the picture. Move the cord. Yeah, isn't that great? Actually, forward. How's it hit? Oh, it's still attack. Oh, yeah. Don't let it play. Okay, maybe it's the box. That doesn't solve a problem. Okay, I got a picture back. Okay, I got a picture back. Now it's gone again. Okay. Picture back. Okay, I got picture back. Tell me how it looks when it comes to you. How's that look?
Well, sir, I'm glad I brought a jacket, but sitting in the shade, I might need it.
No, you know, I think you're right. I think it might be the box. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, that's fine. See how late it is when I get back. These 2 games, I probably should get them for you when I get back. You can get on right. Still got a picture? Not you, I'm talking to Jason. Are you still sending me pictures? Okay. Wiggle that cord there. There. Yeah, this thing's having problems with both ends. Here's the most forward end, I don't know. He wiggles it, okay, now I got it back. If I move, it's going to go away. Okay. Okay, that'll be.
Hey. Again.
I know. Again.
Were you conscientious of what I said? You got a nice smile when you...
Well, I know I'm thinking about it when I'm on TV.
When I saw you broadcast from UWL, field, I thought about that.
Yeah, oh, thank you. This is my first time at this field. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes.
You've been here many times. Well, look at that. You got press box to go both ways.
Yeah.
So, set is too bad.
Cut up there.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
It's going to be Waunakee. I think the higher seed.
Yes. I should know I haven't. here. I can give you.
Anyone I can work with while you're working together. It's a hell of a game, man. Last lady sitting up by the camera was all pissed off that we were putting up the camera and people saw this game. Can't you wait till later? Are you with the press?
Well, I was driving.
No, I know. The press. I see it all the time.
Holmen. Now, that was as of last night. Who knows?
Saw a couple Hummers, saw a couple BMWs. One of my good friends, he's from a really wealthy family. He had a BMW. When did you graduate high school? Oh, that's 6 years behind. When you were graduating high school, I was getting my first I mean, if anything, why wouldn't they come over here and do it for us? They are like 10 minutes away.
Okay, turn that camera back on, please. Turn it on. Okay, wiggle that cord a little. Cord. Wiggle the cord. Okay, wait, right there. Okay, for now. That good? Yeah. Now, we gotta have a signal, okay? Yeah. When I'm doing this, we got cord problems, okay?
Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to move it much that way, though, because this has to be straight in. Like, I have to keep it so it's straight in. And with the...
There, it just went out again.
I know.
Wiggle it again. There, it's back.
And try and keep it like that, not go moving it along.
Yeah. But, so if I give you the sign, you know I'm getting a bad picture, okay? Oh. This is going to be kind of a pain here, too.
It's challenging with that freaking wind.
We're getting all this new equipment, but it ain't here yet. Sloppy. Every time somebody walks by us. Oh, Kate Spade killed herself.
What's that?
Kate Spade killed herself.
What's that?
Some designer.
You've got mail.
That lineup back, or did you give me the lineup back, or
Game's tight late, isn't it?
140 now.
That works then, okay? Hands in the air.
Check 1 2 3 1 2. Check 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 1 2 1 2. Jacob. Check audio. Check 1 2 1 2 3. Check 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 check. Can you hear me okay? Check 1 2 3. Check check check. Checking audio. We are checking the audio. Audio checking. Check 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 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay? And the level looks good? Check, 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 1, 2, 3. We're not going to be able to let you do UWL games, are we? It's way too high up in the air for you. Okay. Check 1 2 1 2. I don't understand why that doesn't mute it. Okay, check 1 2 1 2. Check, check, check. Check 1, check 1. Check 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Check, check, check. 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2.
Check my audio. Test 1 2 test. Turn me on one.
Test 1 2. How am I? Good right there? All right. Thank you.
Check 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4.
Test 1 2. Here we are. What's the name of this field? Middleton what? Is there a name?
Beats me.
Cardinal Field.
See Middleton Baseball, Findorf. I don't see a name out there. At Culver's.
It's the Waunakee. What's their?
No, this is Middleton. Waunakee Warriors.
Okay. Warriors. Funny they haven't changed that.
Now I think. I'm positive about this, but I think our audio is always on, so don't say anything you don't want people to hear.
Okay.
All right. Hi, everyone.
Hello. If you're wondering where Terry is today, he's in Middleton.
We're having fun, aren't we? Okay. Okay, should we do our pregame?
Sure.
All right.
I got a bunch of stuff that I reviewed put together this morning.
No, we're not going to do that.
You sure it's Warriors, huh?
Yes, I looked it up.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Okay, got it. All right, are you ready to roll camera? Go ahead, roll camera. And we're going to start here in 3, 2. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Middleton High School, the home of the Middleton Cardinals, where today the Holmen Vikings will be taking on the Waunakee Warriors in a Division One, I should say, sectional semifinal. The game starts probably in about 10 minutes here. Running a little bit behind after a real exciting game between DeSoto and Middleton. Did you see some of that game?
Actually, DeForest, you mean? DeForest. I saw just the last inning, and I'm kind of surprised because Middleton has had so much success.
Yes.
I figured they'd run away with it, and here on their home field, not to be the case here in the postseason.
Yeah, DeForest won that one. I think this final score was close. It was like 7-5, 7-6, something like that.
Yeah.
It was a very close game. Middleton coming back in the 5th inning, putting 5 runs on the board. A lot of noise, a lot of cheering. They had a lot of fans out here for both of those teams. So pretty exciting.
Yeah, Middleton, the number 1 seed, and they have a reputation of going to the state tournament. In fact, I've seen them play in lacrosse a few times when we have hosted at Lager Field. I know how strong they are.
DeForest, the number 4 seed. So now, if Holmen can win, if they can beat Waunakee, they would face the number 4 seed for the sectional final.
Kind of exciting for both teams, knowing that the number 1 seed is eliminated.
So let's get down to business here. We've got Holmen versus Waunakee coming up. Tell us a little bit about this Waunakee team.
First of all, I had a chance to talk to Spencer Lee a little bit late last night when I got this assignment after I finished with the annual Boys and Girls Club golf tournament. And interestingly enough, we talked a little bit about lacrosse. Now, he's the head coach at Waunakee, and he said, "Tony, I went to UW. I remember you." It's like, "Oh, really? Yeah, you were the Boys and Girls Club." I said, "I sure was." Well, anyway, he's been the head coach at Waunakee for 22 years. Waunakee winners of the Badger North Conference with a 12-2 record, actually tied with Beaver Dam, a team that's well coached. Think of Waunakee, you think of multiple sports, excellent, great coaches and so on. Waunakee coming off a 3-0 win over Toma, and that's not easy to do. We've seen Toma play extremely well. And so they are a strong team with 8 all-conference players, player of the year on their team, loaded with 5 seniors, lots of experience.
Wow. Okay, good team then. We'll look forward to seeing Waunakee, and they're going to pitch Ben Nordhoff today. And I assume that's probably their ace.
It is their ace, and we'll talk about his impressive statistics as we unveil the lineup shortly before game time.
Well, now Holmen wins the MVC. They finished the season, I think it was like 9-3 in the conference. Is that right?
They're 15-7 overall. MVC champs, and Kevin Wall's first year as head coach, and I'm just excited for him because he's such a quality guy himself. He has 4 sons. One of them in the starting lineup here this afternoon. We'll talk about that. They too are a strong team with 4 seniors with a team batting average of .307. 7 players, when it's released by the media at the end of this week, will be all conference players. Wow. But that is yet to be sort of the policy on the NBC.
Yeah.
Is not to release all conference until all teams have finished postseason play.
Gotcha.
So, as a matter of fact, if Holmen would win here this afternoon and then advance tonight and then advance to state, then the all conference won't be released until after that's over. But a team that's blessed with a great deal of talent. I've seen them play a couple different times, as you said, in the MVC champs, and they had an impressive regional final win against Sauk Prairie, winning 4-0. So they're both teams blanking their opponent in the postseason. I look for this to be an evenly matched game. Both teams going with their better pitchers, so the pressure will be on those pitchers. However, unlike some of the games we've worked where there's been a lot of mistakes, both teams here this afternoon are solid defensively, so I don't anticipate seeing a lot of mistakes.
For instance, watching Aquinas play at Osseo Fairchild, we saw a number of mistakes, a loss of focus in some instances, and that really cost them the game. But you don't think we're going to see that sort of thing here today with these 2 teams?
I don't. We saw a little bit this year because we saw some young teams. And with young teams, even though it's at the end of the season, with young teams, sometimes you have that. But again, Mark Wall has done a great job in his first year, taking over from Mike Gillespie, who took over for our friend Dwayne Veek, and his assistant Andy Palmer, Kyle Syme, quality coaches. So there's a lot of people from Holmen here this afternoon at this beautiful complex. By the way, you and I have been here a few times in the past when Central has been playing. I can see why the WIA gives Middleton the sectional bid when you look at this beautiful facility. And of course, right behind us, an equally beautiful football field.
Well, it seems like a switch between here and Copeland Park. Wasn't it at Copeland Park last year for Division I? Now they moved back to here. I mean, those are two great facilities with lots of room, lots of parking, lots of hotels if people want to stay the night. So, I think that's a lot of what they look for also when it comes to these sections.
They sure do. And as a matter of fact, Osseo Fairchild playing this afternoon, and the Aquinas hosting the section at Lagerfield.
Yep. All right, well, it's going to be a little bit, they're running a little bit behind because of the previous game that went long, so they're giving the teams a chance to warm up a little bit. So I think we're probably looking at another 5 to 10 minutes, but if you'll stand by, we'll stand by, and we'll get this game underway as soon as we can. You're watching the Holmen Vikings and the Waunakee Warriors coming up in a semifinal sectional Division I coming up shortly. Stick around.
If pain is keeping you from having the quality of life you want, then call Advanced Spinal Care in Onalaska. Dr. Amber Pregame is a NUCA doctor. NUCA is an extremely precise procedure that involves no popping, twisting, or cracking of the neck or back. NUCA focuses on lasting results. To feel better and start enjoying life again, call Advanced Spinal Care today for a no-charge consultation. Advanced Spinal Care, Oak Forest Drive, Onalaska. Learn more at lacrossenucachiropractor.com.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled a championship team
who listens to what your needs are.
We install carrier comfort systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is our business.
You've got mail.
Monitoring that and making sure people know.
He sent it out to a bunch of people to let folks know. We went to the Ustream server like we usually do, and they said Ustream server is not connecting, so we had to switch to YouTube. Good old IBM.
What do we need to do to take care of that for football?
Oh, we're going to replace all this equipment. We're getting a new encoder, a new computer, new software, and we might just change. You know, we can stream it to a lot of different places. We don't need Ustream. They've been difficult over the years too. Got it. And Jesse checked the audio. He said it sounded good.
Good. So,
our audio is going over the air, so just...
how do you want to kick it in now?
Well, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about first batter.
Okay.
You know, we may have a Star Spangled Banner, I assume, maybe?
Kind of like in Osseo, I have some little stats and some info on each batter. So
yeah. I would think Holmen would be up first, since they're on top over there, and Waunakee's on the bottom.
So Drew Becker, Weber, Cable, Torud, Fleury, Fonstead, Stauffer, Wall, and Olson.
Right. What about Waunakee? Lee, Connors, Rip, Stevens, Nordlow, Fugger?
I think it's Feger.
We'll see if they know. Feger, Smith, Lubke, and Enriquez. Nordlow and Feger. Feger. Okay.
Nordlow.
Lubke? Looks like Lubke to me. The left fielder. At the bottom here, don't you think? Dane Lubke. And then this other one, Manriquez. Manrique? Or Manriquez? Lubke. That's what I thought.
Lubke.
Yeah, I heard him. That's what I thought. And Manriquez? You don't pronounce the Z, so it's just Manrique.
Manrique.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay, so he sent me a couple things on each of the Holmen players too, so I can. I mentioned Waunakee. I saw him play against Onalaska and Logan too. Maybe when we come back. I don't like this wind.
Neither do I.
Sun is going to be setting this way.
It's going to be in our face by the afternoon, right?
Yep.
So, that's not going to be so good. Okay, right there. They having an argument at the plate down there?
I don't know. Ground rules. I should always bring a hard, like a poster board, and cut it in sizes of these sheets, and then Scotch tape it to it so it's got a little better.
So it doesn't. Well, that's why I bring a clipboard.
Yeah, I have one too.
Clip it down. Don't blow away.
Warriors, Waunakee Warriors.
The Warriors.
You know, a lot of teams have changed names as a result of Native American
political correctness. Yeah.
Yeah, Warriors would be one that I would think would change, don't you think? You're a warrior, well, maybe
I
not.
don't know. You know, Green Berets are warriors. The U.S. Army are warriors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think so. Yeah, Jesse says your mics are still hot.
Meaning?
Meaning people can hear us. I told you, our mics are hot. They're going out over the internet.
Okay.
I don't know how to shut them off.
All right.
I can do this. If I do that, Okay, let's get this thing underway. Let's see. Roll 'em. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Welcome to, Middleton High School baseball field here. What a beautiful facility they have down here. The Cardinals really put it together and have a nice facility for playing here today.
Beauty surrounds us.
Yes, it does.
Beauty surrounds us on the sun-splashed afternoon. We're almost 1 hour late getting this game going, but it's still a beautiful day here in Middleton, Wisconsin.
We apologize to those who have had trouble finding the stream today. Our normal servers, for some reason, are down, so we had to switch to YouTube Live. So hopefully you've caught on. We sent out a number of emails with the link, so hopefully we'll get a lot of folks that will get to that. But Holmen will be the visitors today, and Waunakee will play as the home team. Holmen the number 3 seed, Waunakee the number 2 seed. So they pick up the home designation because they're the higher seed. So about ready to get on the road in just a couple of minutes. So pitching again for Waunakee today is Ben Nordlow. Do you know much about Ben?
Well, I do. He's all-conference senior, batting .353, but on the hill he has a 5-1 record, 52 strikeouts, 2.19 ERA. He is certainly the best for the Waunakee Warriors, and it's exciting because I'm going to talk to you when Kevin Wall gets on the hill. I'm going to talk to you about his impressive statistics. But I had a chance to watch Waunakee back on May 5th. Went to Waunakee, and they had a 4-team tournament on Alaska. Logan and beat both teams. Beat Logan 5-0 and beat Alaska 5-0 and beat Logan 10-5. So I've seen this team play twice in May. And what's my take on that?
Yeah,
they're good, but they're beatable. Okay, they're very beatable. And so don't be surprised if number 3 Drew Becker starts by getting himself on base, because the quickest kid, one of the quickest kids in the MVC, number 3 senior Drew Becker.
And here we go, the first pitch. And he puts that one foul out of play. Behind the plate tonight for the Warriors is Nate Stevens. First base is Riley Ripp. Over on second base, Derek Lee. Third base is Tayton Manrique. I'm sorry. Thank you. At shortstop is Jared Feger. In left field then is Dane Lubke. Center field is Rin Feger. And in right field is Will Connors.
Solid team full of 5 seniors, lots of experience, and Drew Becker, as we talked about, number 3, the senior center fielder, batting .347, 12 RBIs, and leading the team with 17 stolen bases.
2-1 the count now. And going to make that 3-1.
Drew Becker had a chance to play football at UWL, but is signed at Winona State to play football, so that will be interesting to see. His dad, John Becker, played football at UWL. But you didn't know that, did you?
I didn't know that, no.
That's why you brought me along for all this.
I know.
Ooh, and they rock him. Drew Becker gets on, and that's a good sign with his speed on base. Don't be surprised to see Cameron Becker, the sophomore third baseman, put him down. Becker batting .394, 17 RBIs.
Wow. All right, that's Cam Weber into the batter's box now.
See if he tests Nate Stevens, the Warrior catcher. Takes a strike, 0-1.
Drew Becker backing up.
Mark Wall giving the signs in the third base coaching box. We'll see if he sends Becker. Looks to get like an aggressive lead too.
There's the bunt. Right back to the pitcher. He'll throw to first, and 1 out. And Becker moves on down to second on Weber's sacrifice bunt.
So how about advancing runners? You and I talked about that at Lee Gilbert Field here last week, about advancing runners in a game that the Blue Bulls won. Kevin Cable, the junior right fielder, batting .444 with 16 RBIs. Mitch Torud set to hit next.
Strike 1. Nordlow puts one right down the pipe.
Kevin Cable, the 3-sport athlete, football, basketball, baseball, quick hands, speed in the outfield. Didn't get that from his dad, though, I can tell you that. He got it from Mom. Just kidding.
There's a ground ball. That's going to get through there. First base hit. And here comes Becker on the line. His side is safe. And a run scores for the Holmen Vikings.
And an RBI for Cable, his 17th RBI on a base hit. And, of course, we talked about Becker's speed, Rick. On a base hit like that, you're not going to get him at the plate. 1-0 Holmen.
Yep, Holmen steps in there, and that'll bring up our next batter, Mitch Torrud, the second baseman for the Vikings.
Brandon Fleury set to hit. Next, just met his mom, by the way, up here in the press box area, taking some pictures. She teaches at Northern Hills in Alaska.
That's right back to the first baseman. He'll throw it over to second. And a double play. You want to hit the ball hard, but when you hit right to a player, you're in trouble. Double play, and just like that, the Warriors are out of the inning. So, but they score a run. The Vikings are out of the inning, and the Warriors will be coming up next. And the score 1-0. So before we go there, let's take a moment for a Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. We take a look at up close one of our Holmen Vikings. Starting out with Colden Fonstad. Colden is a 6'2" senior left fielder for the Vikings, the son of Eric and Kim Fonstad. He also plays on the football team at Holmen. He would like to play baseball in college, but has not chosen a school yet. His favorite player is Mike Trout, and he is a Brewers fan. His nickname is the Fonz. He's motivated by opportunities to better himself and inspired by his parents, who push him to be successful. That's number 22, senior Colden Fonstad. He's our Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. We'll take a break, folks, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. Stick around. You're watching high school baseball on KQAG-TV and KQAG-TV.com. No score as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Stop camera.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department. Delivery and setup. Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
Roll camera, please. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson.
Derek Lee, number 2, leads off for the Warriors. Derek Lee batting .354, 1 home run, 15 RBIs, all conference in the Badger North. Derek Lee, the senior.
That's going to go foul out of play.
Nevin Wall on the hill. We talked about the impressive statistics of the Warrior pitcher, Ben Norda. Wall is 7-0. They pitched in 7 games, 35 innings, 1.50 ERA, 36 strikeouts for the junior Nevin Wall. Of course, the son of head coach Mark Wall.
1-2, strike 2. Brandon Fleury behind the plate. Over on first base, Logan Stauffer for the Vikings. Mitch Torrud at second. We've got Cam Weber at third. There's a shot right out to first base and 1 out. At shortstop today for the Vikings, Zach Olson. In left field is Colden Fonstad. In center field, Drew Becker. And in right field, Kevin Cable. 1-0, 1 out. And we're at the bottom of the first inning, folks.
Logan Stauffer, the left-handed first baseman, doing a nice job of staying low on a ball hit hard by Derek Lee. Will Connors up and Riley Whip set to hit. Give you some thoughts on Will Connors. Bats .321, 8 RBIs, another all-conference senior playing right field.
No, 3-0 make it.
See if Connors gets the take sign by head coach Spencer Lee. 4 straight. A little high, I thought, but no. 3-1.
3-1 keeps him in there. He walked him.
The first baseman, number 18, Riley.
So, Wall gets his first walk today. Let's get that out of the way. We'll move on to our next batter, Riley Ripp, the first baseman.
Riley Ripp batting .358, the Senior Player of the Year in the Badger North is this young man at the plate. Riley Ripp, number 18, the first baseman. Just looks like a hitter in the box, doesn't he?
He does. Ball 2. Well, Wall having a little trouble finding that strike zone.
A little high, too. Needs to bend over a little bit more and perhaps follow through. Lower the target a little bit. If
Whoa! Throws it to first. He almost threw that away. Needs to kind of settle down. I think if I were the coach and I realize it's early, but I might walk out there and say, hey, settle down. Or maybe even the catcher.
Yeah.
You know, just to say, hey, settle down. You got this.
Been high in the last two batters, too. Nate Stevens set to hit next, the catcher.
3-0.
Looked like the inside corner
again.
The umpire said no. Two base runners here by virtue of walks.
2 walks in a row. And we've got runners at first and second just like that. 1 out. That brings up Nate Stevens, batting cleanup here. He's the catcher.
Nate Stevens batting .507, leading the team with 34 hits. A dangerous junior. Nate Stevens, number 8. All-conference junior.
Throws that one inside. Ball 1.
Dangerous hitting team to get behind.
Yeah.
With a team batting average of .356. Boy, 2-0 to a dangerous hitter. Ben Nordo set to hit next, the pitcher. There's a strike.
That time he caught the corner, yeah. 2-1 now.
See if Nevin Wall can find his rhythm.
Yeah.
Here in this first inning, with two batters on base.
That one gets away from the catcher, and runners will advance.
That's kind of unfortunate. I thought that was catchable. Brandon Fleury with an error. Umpire cleaning off the rubber for Nevin Wall, the junior.
Counts 3-1. 1 out. Runners at second and third now. Base hit brings in 1, maybe 2. There's a shot out to right field. It's going to drop in there. Bring in at least 2 runs. There's 1. There's 2. And a double for Nate Stevens.
Stand-up double, scoring both Connor and Ripp. That's why I told you, dangerous in the box, batting .507.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn good batting.
No kidding. No kidding. So Waunakee puts 2 on the board.
Still only 1 out. Ben Nordo, batting .353. Another all-conference senior, number 22, set to hit. Jared Flieger on deck. Balk. Didn't come to a set with his glove, and umpire said, well, he's a little bit off the rubber. That's a little picky, I would think, but see what Coach Mark Wall has. He's questioning that, of course, wondering why is that a balk called by the base umpire.
Yeah, so the base umpire will come over and talk to him.
Needs an explanation. He's telling him he's not on the rubber. But you know what? the rule is if you're inside. He's explaining to Mark, if your foot is on the in the hole, right inside the rubber, that is not a balk. I think that's a very questionable call.
But he's not going to back down on that. He's just going to clarify it and move on, right?
He's going to try and clarify it. I'm not so sure it's accurate, but we'll just go with it, I guess.
It is what it is, right?
Meanwhile, the runner advances to third, and that's Stevens. Ideal position for him with a left-handed hitter. Ground ball should score him.
There we go. Strike one. Ben Nordlow, pitcher.
Yeah, Ben Nordlow. All these guys have impressive batting averages. Again, he's batting over 350.
Strike two. Ground ball, that's going to go foul.
Let's see what Nevin Wall brings back on a off-speed pitch, well hit. See if he comes back with a fastball here with one out. And an 0-2 count.
Referee's going to call a timeout here. The umpire.
Come on.
Wants to examine the ball. Okay. You know who these umpires are? You have any idea?
I do not.
Okay. I know a lot of these guys you know, so I thought I would ask.
But remember, now we're at lacrosse, so...
True.
I don't know them all.
There's a foul ball.
Still 0-2.
Play.
Foul two of them off.
Nordlow's staying in there, watching the plate. I tell you, Wall could use a strikeout right now, though.
Sure could. Tough guy to strike out, though. And Nordell batting .353. Good place for it. On an 0-2 count.
1-2.
Infield deep, except for the first baseman.
Another foul ball.
And kind of shallow with a
lot of play.
Up close with a left-handed hitter. Dangerous when you're up in that position because the ball into the gap is hard to defend. Logan Stauffer at first.
There's one out to right field. That's gonna go foul. Just over the line down there.
Tough hitter in the box. 4 foul balls he's hit in this appearance. Nevin Wall throwing a lot of pitches his first inning, Rick.
1-2 now, the count. Ooh, he wanted to swing. That was high, though. 2-2. 2-1. Waunakee in the lead.
And full count, runs it 2.
Oh, yep, 3-2. That one was low. And he walked him.
Must have just been a little inside. Looked like a good pitch, but plate umpire says inside. Third walk of the inning.
Ben Nordlow gets on base, and now we've got runners back at first and third, and here comes Mark Wall. He's going to step out and talk to his pitcher.
Pinch runner in too, number 24, Michael Treadwell, the senior, pinch running for Nordlow. Good time for a conversation with...
Well, and a good time to remind you that we'd like to thank our Covera Insurance for sponsoring our stream today. Covera Insurance in Tomah, Sparta, and Holmen. Competitive business and personal insurance that is complete because covering you comes first at Covera Insurance. I want to thank Festival Foods in Holmen, too, that brand new store they've got there. Proud to support Wisconsin's high school athletes. Visit any of the convenient Festival Food locations in Wisconsin or check it out online at festfoods.com. Festival Foods, it's the little things. Locally owned and community involved. That's Festival Foods.
Well, all-conference senior Jared Feger batting .258 with 19 RBIs, set to hit number 4.
Runners at first and third now. 2-1 Waunakee. And 1 out. Evan Wall still on the mound.
Ryan Feger on deck, the center fielder. There's a strike. See if we can...
There we go.
See if we can get a double play ball here with 1 out. Long inning for the Vikings.
1-1 to Feger. Strike 2. Maybe Wall just has more trouble with a right-hand batter as opposed to a left-hand batter.
See if he can induce a ground ball here.
There it is. Right back to the pitcher. Over to second. Got one. And safe at first.
And an RBI.
So a run scores. Couldn't quite turn the double play. But 2 outs now. Nobody on... Well, I take that back. Man on first.
Number 23, Ryan Feger.
And Ren Feger.
I think it's Ryan, I think. Ryan Feger, the junior all-conference, batting .432, playing center field, number 23. Jarrett Feger doing his job, Rick, and hitting a ground ball and getting himself an RBI and beating out the throw to first.
Ball 1, strike 1.
Nick Smith, the sophomore, set to hit next.
On deck. Ground ball to shortstop, over to second. They'll get the force.
Good play by Zach Olson, the senior, getting that last out of the first inning.
Yep. So that brings us to the end of the first inning. Our score 3-1 as Waunakee picks up 3 runs on 1 hit. And Holmen will come back up, bring it up to the top of the second inning. Brandon Fleury will be lead things off. Colden Fonstad on deck, and Logan Stauffer in the hole. I want to thank Seth's Auto Repair up in Holmen. They built a winning team there, folks, and reputation. From oil changes and brakes to carb work and mufflers, you can expect 100% satisfactory work from Seth and his team. Seth's Auto Repair is at 211 Ryan Street in Holmen. Following the Holmen Vikings and wishing them good luck as they make their run to state. That's Seth's Auto Repair. You'll find them in Holmen. Once again, top of the second inning, our score 3-1. Waunakee jumps out to a 2-run lead.
What a great community that Holmen is. When you look back a couple decades ago, and there wasn't hardly any of the businesses, the subdivisions. Now one of the largest schools in the area.
Yeah.
Just all the improvements they've done in the city of Holmen with the new festival and all those other stores, and a lot of the sponsors that you are reading. I mean, that's just it's one of the nicer communities in the entire Cooley region, no question about it.
I would agree, yeah. A lot of nice people up there. You always feel welcome.
And that they really support their high school sports,
they do,
don't they?
They do.
You don't still have trouble getting sponsors.
Nope. We get a lot of nice people that see the value in what we do here. All right. We're about ready to get back underway. And stepping in the batter's box, Brandon Fleury.
Fleury, the batting .340, the junior catcher. Solid behind the plate.
Right back to shortstop, over to first, and 1 out.
Boy, a tailor-made ground ball Sunday hop to the shortstop. Jarrett Feger cleanly picked up and 1 out.
Colden Fonstad coming up next.
I like that name. Senior left fielder, batting .297. Speed in the outfielder, can hit the ball hard. And you talked about him earlier on.
I did. We did a little bit on the sports card there about him.
See if he can improve his batting average with 1 out here in the second. Big
ball one, strike one.
Logan Stauffer on deck and Nevin Wall in the hole.
Foul ball into the net. Strike 2. 1 and 2. Boy, Holmen's got to get going here because they don't want to let Waunakee get too far ahead of them early in the game. They'll make it tough to get caught up.
Just chisel away with 1 run by each inning, and they'll be fine.
Ball 2. 2 and 2.
Again, Holmen, the MVC champs. That's quite an accomplishment in Mark Wall's first year as head coach.
Counts 2 and 2. 1 out. Colden Fonstad at the plate. Foul ball into the net. Stays 2 and 2.
That sends a good message when a batter has multiple fouled balls. It means he's aggressive and taking good cuts. See if number 22 can turn that into a hit.
Now that's going to go into the dirt. 3 and 2.
Certainly now you're thinking fastball, being aggressive, anything close. Swinging that bat. That $350 bat that costs a lot of parents now to another foul ball. You know what? The average bat's probably $250 to $350.
That's what it costs?
Oh yeah,
$2.50.
Oh, you wish, but that's what it cost when I played.
Yeah. Well, you just used a stick, right?
We did.
There's a hit out there. Oh, caught by the center fielder.
Nice catch, too, by Ryan Feger, the center fielder, the junior all-conference. Dove and took a hit away from Golden Fonstad.
Fonstad had a nice, he really tagged that one pretty good there, but good defense by the Warriors, and now Logan Stauffer comes up, the first baseman.
Batting .291, the junior. Good size for a first baseman. Makes a lot of tough stops that smaller players would not be able to.
Foul ball into the net.
Nevin Wall, the pitcher, set to do net hit next. Followed by Zach Olson, the shortstop.
1 and 1. Two and 1.
Just a little inside, says the blue behind the plate.
Make it 3 and 1. Whoa, strike 2.
Nice cut by Logan Stauffer, but just a little behind Ben Nordo.
3 and 2 is the count now. And he got him. Stoffer strikes out.
First strikeout of the afternoon.
First one of the afternoon. You're absolutely right. Well, after an inning and a half, our score 3-1. Warriors are in the lead. We're going to take a break, but before we do that, folks, take a moment for another Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight as we take a look at Mitchell Torrud. Mitchell's a 5'11" senior second baseman for the Vikings, the son of Aaron and Karen Torrud. Also on the football team, Holmen plans to go to college, major in business, and play college baseball. His favorite player is Bryce Harper, and he is a fan of the Brewers. He gets motivated as he sees himself get better, and he's inspired by his parents because they push him to achieve his full potential. Number 19, senior Mitchell Torrud. He's our Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. We're going to take a break now, and our score at the end of 1.5, as I mentioned before, the score is 3-1. The Warriors are in the lead. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
Stop camera,
Gold
please.
Star treatment. Turn to the experts. Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Ooh, this thing is heating up. Oh my gosh. Can I have your jacket?
Sure.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning,
You can use that
we
to
have
keep
a
the sun off of it.
championship team.
We install carrier comfort systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts. Carrier.
Camera.
Schneider
Roll
Heating
camera,
and Air
please. Back in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Alex, and what you missed there was a base hit out into, actually a double into right field by the leadoff batter, Nevin Wall. And they'll send in a pinch runner for him.
Actually, Nick Smith.
I'm sorry, was it Nick Smith?
Batting 444, the DH.
Wrong end of the batting.
A single and misplayed by Kevin Cable, the right fielder, which puts him on second base with no outs. Tayton Manriquez, batting 391.
That one gets away from the catcher, and that'll move the runner down to third base.
2 errors now on this early in this second inning. Manriquez with 1 home run, playing third base, batting 7. Number 7, batting 9th. All conference, sophomore. Still the infield playing relatively deep in the middle. Stoffer in a little bit, and Cameron Weber in on the grass.
That's going to get by the third baseman. The runner's going to score. And a base hit.
That's the danger of playing in on the corners. He would have had that if he would have been playing his normal position. No outs, top of the order.
The second baseman, Derek Lee.
Derek Lee, last time up, grounded out to Stoffer.
Over to first, got him at first.
Wall doing a nice job of checking the runner and getting the sure out. We'll give Lee a sacrifice on that, Rick.
Will Connors coming up next. Walked last time up.
The right fielder, Will Connors.
Manrique advances to second.
That one down to third base, pops off of his foot, and the throw is off to first base. He didn't actually pick it up, I don't think, so he gets on there safe. That's going to be an error, though, I would guess, huh?
Good effort by Cameron Weber, though. He stayed with it, knocked it down, stayed with it, and the runner gets there in advance of the throw.
Baseman, Riley Rip.
So we'll have to give him an error. Third error of the inning. Riley Rip is the first baseman. Nate Stevens on deck.
So runners on first and third. 1 out. And he throws a strike. Strike 1.
See if Spencer Lee sends Will Connors on this first and third with the one out.
Over to first, and he gets back safely.
Nevin Walls has gotten behind Rick on a lot of batters, and that oftentimes leads to disaster.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! Gets past the shortstop.
I'll have to give him an RBI and a base hit. A good effort by the shortstop, Zach Olson. I'm going to put that in my book as a hit.
Base hit. Okay, but a run scores, and it's now 5-1.
Still one out. Nate Stevens. Double last time up. I have, right?
Yep.
Runners on first and second. The dangerous Nate Stevens. Batting .507.
Way deep out to right field, and it's out of the park. Home run. Nate Stevens puts one out over the right field line.
Got all of that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Number 8, Nate Stevens, 2 for 2, and now records 5 RBIs, and we're only in the second inning.
And it's now 8-1.
Got all of that one, and all Cable could do is just turn around and watch it leave the park.
Not much else he could do there. It's got to be demoralizing for Nevin Wall. 8-1 our score now with one out, and Ben Nordlow in the batter's box, and he's going to hit a high fly to the left field, and it's caught.
Yeah, very catchable. Good job by Golden Fonstead of calling off the shortstop and taking the second out of the inning.
Jared Feger coming up now. This is he got on base on a fielder's choice last time. He went after the guy at second base instead of him, so he made it to first.
Feger, the shortstop.
Ball one.
8th batter to hit in this inning, Rick.
Foul tip. 1-1.
Jared Feger, all-conference player at shortstop, and Ryan Feger, the center fielder, on deck. See what Mark Wall's decision is after this inning, whether to bring his son back on the hill again. All right, to the dependable.
There we go.
First baseman Logan Stauffer for the third out of the inning.
So, up to the top of the second or third inning. We're going to go to the top of the third inning. Our score is 8-1 as they pick up 5 runs on that inning. And we'll take a moment to remind you, one of our sponsors is Johns, Flaherty & Collins. Where's a great lawyer when you need one? Look no further than the Holmen office of Johns, Flaherty & Collins. With attorneys like Brian Weber and Sonia David, team this great shouldn't be illegal. Call them at 526-9320 or visit them online at johnsflaherty.com.
2 quality people you just mentioned.
Yes, I did.
2 outstanding lawyers with a great reputation. The shouldn't be legal, huh?
That's what he said, yeah.
Who was that at?
They did so well written by them.
Oh, thank you. The 2 fine lawyers, yeah. Know Sonia really well from her days on our board. Cameron Weber, too. The son of Mr. Weber, who's one of the lawyers in that firm, who's a volunteer coach in the youth level at Holmen, does a great job.
And the pitcher, number 8, Nevin Wall.
All right, let's see if the Vikings can get some runs back. Nevin Wall, the pitcher, leads off. Zach Olson, the shortstop, batting second. It's a good cut by Nevin Wall, batting .262, only a junior. Nevin Wall finding himself in the hole, 0-2. 8-1 Warriors here in the third inning. Good contact that time by Nevin Wall, but foul ball. Stays at 0-2. This is a Phoenix, Arizona day today. Beautiful,
is that right?
Oh yeah, beautiful blue skies, and of course you know I'm down there for spring training every year.
Yeah, I do.
Getting myself ready for the baseball season. Getting away from the cold weather for a month or so.
That must be nice.
Hope I can do that again next year. Lord willing, health good.
Yeah. So far so good, huh?
And you'll be able to do that at some point.
Yeah, I hope so, but I don't want to miss out on all those basketball games.
Well, we go right after the basketball season.
Oh, well, that's good thinking then, yeah.
Right after the sectionals, and hope to broadcast a lot of games next year, both in football and in basketball.
3-2, got a full count now to Nevin Wall. And he strikes out.
Good swing by Nevin Wall, but the first out here in the top of the third.
10, Zach Olson.
Only the second strikeout for the Vikings. Zach Olson, the senior. Zach Olson covers the ground well at shortstop, as we've seen throughout the season. Strong, accurate arm. Batting in the 9th spot, Drew Becker on deck.
Top of the order coming up.
Only 4 seniors on this starting lineup there, too, for the Vikings.
It'll be foul, out of play.
A lot of young talent. You see Logan, grandson, and Alaska, very young. Aquinas, we've seen them extremely young. A lot of talent next year.
Yeah, let's hope that, develops some, a little bit more. Struck him out.
Ooh, called strike to Zach Olson. Third strikeout for Nordlow, and second one of this inning.
Drew Becker coming up now. Actually walked him last time up, but he was the scoring run too.
Yes, he was. Scores a lot of runs too with his speed. You want him on base. Again, if you missed his first time up, we told you playing football at Winona State had quite a football season for the Vikings, didn't they? They were loaded with talent.
That's going to go a foul, out of play.
Some changes in the coaching ranks at Holmen next year. Nate Johnson taking over for Dwayne Veek, who retired. Longtime assistant. New gymnastics coach.
New gymnastics coach. I saw that too.
Karen Coleman in the Hall of Fame, in many Hall of Fames, retiring, leaving quite a legacy. Bob Bayer, their principal, retiring.
2-2.
Cameron Weber on deck. Kevin Cable in the hole.
go to 3-2 now. Well, we'll see if they walk Becker again. He's going to hit that one out. There's a base hit for Drew Becker.
Solid hit, too.
Solid.
Right over the outstretched arms of Derek Leeds, the all-conference second baseman.
So that'll bring up Cam Weber now. Cam got a sack bunt last time to move Becker down the line.
Yeah, batting .394, the sophomore. Quite a future for that young man.
That's going to go out of play. Foul ball.
This wind is blowing all my papers away there, Mr. Wilson.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll try to stop the wind.
We need a wind.
I think that's asking a lot, you know. 0-1. Yeah, over to first. He gets back safely.
See a lot of the Forest players sitting around watching this game.
Becker heads on down to second and slides in there safe.
Easily slides in. That's why he was so lethal carrying the ball for the Vikings during the football season.
Speed. Well, it's 1-1. The count now to Weber. That's going to be a high pop-up right down to the first baseman. He catches it. And that will retire the side.
An easy play for the first baseman, which would be
For Holmen, no runs on
Riley Ripp. Bottom of the third coming up, folks. We're going to take a break before we do that. Time for another spotlight. Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight, this time on Sam Cornforth. Sam's a 6-foot, 170-pound senior, the son of Doug and Holly Cornforth. He's also on the football and the baseball team here at Holmen. It's his second year on the varsity. He likes pizza, and his nickname is Corn. His dad is his inspiration because of his work ethic. Number 23, senior Sam Cornforth, our Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. It would be time for us to take a break, and the Warriors are coming up here, folks. Currently, our score is 8-1. Warriors in the lead. We'll be back after this.
Seth's Auto Repair says go Holmen Vikings baseball. Like the Vikings, Seth's Auto Repair has also built a winning team and reputation. From oil changes and brakes to carb work and mufflers, you can expect 100% satisfactory work from Seth and his team. The best in full-service auto repair for all makes and models, foreign and domestic. Seth wants you to know it will be done right the first time and at a great price.
No picture.
Repair at 211 Wine Street in Holmen is following the Vikings and wishes them good luck as they make a run to state. That's Seth's Auto Repair in Holmen.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Waunakee, the center fielder, number 23.
As a business owner, you have lots of important decisions to make. One of them is getting proper insurance coverage. Covera Insurance Services gives you peace of mind with real coverage every time. Covera knows what matters to you, having the right coverage for your business.
All right, roll camera, please.
That's why Covera Insurance
back in 5, 4, 3.
Agency in the region.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Have a picture, Terry, huh?
We do. Ben Byam, who was the hero actually in the Sauk Prairie win last Thursday. Ben Byam, 3 hits, only allowed 3 hits and 11 strikeouts in that regional championship game. So Ben Byam
on the mound,
replacing Nevin Wall.
And up first for Waunakee is Ryan Feger.
Grounded out to the shortstop last time up. Smith and Manriquez is set to hit next. Well, I'll see if Ben Byam can be the answer here in the bottom of the third.
That's going to go deep into center field. That'll be a double.
He's right in the power alley, too. Not a very good way to start out the inning if you are a Viking fan.
Yeah.
The designated hitter.
Nick Smith coming up now. He's the DH. He's hitting for Dane Lubke, the left fielder.
Nick Smith, the batting .444, all year long has been the DH. Single last time up. Tayton Manriquez up next.
Byam steps off the mound. He's going to change bats. Nick Smith looked for a different bat, I think. One and 0. That's going to go foul. 1-1.
We'll get your other bat back. You're late on that one.
That's out to the shortstop. Over to first. They got him.
Nicely done by the shortstop, Zach Olson, the senior. Very nicely done.
But that moves the runner down to third base.
Second put out of the afternoon for Zach Olson.
1 out. Runner on third now. It brings up Manriquez.
Manriquez with a single last time up. Right?
That's going to go to shortstop, over to first base. Got him.
Second put out of for the shortstop, Zach Olson.
Now the run comes in though.
Baseman Derek Lee.
Lee, the second baseman. This is his third time up. Sacrifices last time, grounded out to Stauffer. His first time up.
9-1.
Derek Lee with 15 RBIs. Third and on the team.
Strike one.
All conference, senior.
Strike two. That's going to be a little popper right back to the first, to the pitcher, but
kind of between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Yeah.
Got to give him a single, Derek Lee, on that one. No chance to get that leadoff hitter.
Pitcher and third baseman kind of collided there, and there just was no room to throw that.
No. Well, Willie Connors, the right fielder, walked, got on with an error to Cameron Weber. Oh, good job. That time of getting ahead of the batter. Ben Byam. First inning we've seen him.
There's the runner going down to second, and he'll get in there. Of course, they struck him out, so.
First strikeout for Ben Byam.
Yep. So that brings us to the end of the third inning. The fourth inning now. The Vikings coming up. Kevin Cable will be leading off. Mitch Torrud on deck and Brandon Fleury in the hole. And we'll take a moment to remind you one of our sponsors is Don Rick Insurance, serving you first for all your home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance needs. In Holmen, contact Aaron Royal at 608-399-3003. That's Don Rick Insurance. Incidentally, folks, if you'd like to get a copy of tonight's game, then go to our website, kqegtv.com, for more information on how you can go right about getting that DVD of tonight's game.
Yeah, and as we travel around here today in Middleton, no other stations broadcasting these games, so we just enjoy bringing it to our viewers and hope that everyone appreciates the fact that we are on the way to bring you high school baseball.
Baseball, football, basketball, a lot of coverage.
Of course, I get a lot of requests from the girls in the Cooley region, like, dude, when are you going to do some softball games? Oh. I said, well, I'll have to talk to the boss and see what he says.
We need about 6 more of me, and at least 2 more of you.
You should find a big game next year and just broadcast one. At least one.
All right, well, here we go. The Vikings are up. Evan Cable got a base hit out to right field last time up.
Yeah, one of only 2 hits so far for the Vikings. Cable, the right fielder, had an error early on, but batting .444, 3-sport athlete.
Ben Nordlow, there's a hit back to the pitcher and over to first. He's out.
Self-defense by Nordlow. Well hit, though, by Cable.
Mitch Torud coming up now. He hit into a double play his first time up.
You talked about him batting .296.
The second baseman, Mitch.
Going on to college, plays football, baseball, 2 home runs on the season. You spotlighted him early on.
I did.
Said he wants to play college baseball, if I remember right.
I think you're right. Well, let's see how he does here. Ball 1.
Catcher Brandon Fleury, followed by Golden Fonstead.
There's a strike, 1-1. Well, no, wait a minute. Make that a ball. 2-0. Strike 1, 2-1. Little change of pace there, 3-1. Doesn't quite come down like he wanted it to.
Behind here on the batter, Torud.
Ground ball back to the first baseman bounces away from him, and he beats it out. Mitch Torud gets on base.
Torud showing his speed from the left side of the plate.
The catcher, Brandon Fleury.
He didn't score that as an error, I don't believe. Runner on first.
That's questionable. We'll give him a hit on that, as hard as the ball was hit. Fonstead flew out deep to center his first time up. Fleury, the catcher, grounded out to the shortstop, number 2, Brandon Fleury, the junior.
Down to first. Ooh, he barely got back. Nice throw by their catcher there.
Shows the arm of all-conference catcher Stevens, yeah, who not only can hit the heck out of the ball, batting .507, but dangerous, throwing behind runners. I don't think you're going to see many steal attempts down 8-1.
Strike 2.
Stevens keeping Torud on his toes.
Over to first.
Been watching
safe.
Been watching any of the NBA games on Wednesday. The series continues in Cleveland. You been watching any of those?
No, I've been too busy getting ready for these games.
Boy, I don't watch a lot of NBA until it comes time for the finals. And
yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Then I watch them all.
Yeah.
Boy, the Golden State Warriors are tough. Going to be tough to beat.
Ground ball out to the second baseman. He throws it to second. And it gets away.
Yeah, bad throw by the second baseman. We're going to have to give him an error.
Brandon Fleury.
Actually, an easy double play ball, too, and Derek Lee with an error on the throw.
All right, so that'll bring up Golden Fonstead. And we've got runners at first and third. Let's see if the Vikings can drive these guys in.
Your batter is the left fielder, Golden Fonstead.
Got a pinch runner, too, for the Vikings. If I can find my cheat sheet here, number 9. Do you have that?
Oh, pinch runner.
Yeah, pinch runner, number 9.
Number 9.
Sure we
Number
recognize
9.
him.
That would be Ben Reichert.
Okay, Ben Reichert. Running at first base. Runners on first and third with
strike.
1 out. See if the Vikings can take advantage of getting runners on base. Golden Fonstad batting .297, the senior.
Down to third, and he gets back.
Not by much, though.
Oh. Nate Stevens, he's got quite the arm, and he moves quickly.
He's got a college-type arm.
Yeah. 1 out, runners first and third. Fonstad. Fly ball.
That's a sacrifice.
Right fielder's got it.
Torwood's speed. Let's see, score easily. Oh, boy.
He's out. They said he's out at first.
He wasn't. That was not a good call. Mark Wall a little upset. Did the run score? Did the run score before the out?
Well, I don't know. Some discussion about that right now, I think.
Boy, he missed that call. He was definitely back. That's kind of unfortunate. Did the run score? I believe it did.
They're not putting it up on the board, but we'll keep an eye out for that.
They are now.
Did they put it up there? Okay, good.
So Torwood scores, Rick.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. Before we do that, I think we have another Gunderson Health System sports card. This is Drew Becker. Drew's a 5'9" center fielder for the Vikings, the son of John and Kelly Becker. He's also on the football team at Holmen. He's not decided on a school yet, but he would like to play baseball or football at the college level after high school. His ultimate goal is to have a nice job that he enjoys and a family. He's motivated by those who doubt him and inspired by his dad because of the way he works and the way he pushes him to do his very best. That will be number 3, Drew Becker, our Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. We're going to take a break, folks, and we'll be back with more in just a bit. Stick around. You're watching the Vikings and the Warriors on KQEG TV. We'll be back right after this. Stop camera.
Then call Advanced Spinal Care in Onalaska. Dr. Amber Pregame is a NUCA doctor.
Well,
NUCA is
first of all, don't hold on to the cable.
That involves no popping, twisting, or cracking of the neck.
But you should follow the game somewhat, because we're going to play it back, you know.
Are you following it? Are you following the ball?
No, he's not. All right, here we go. Roll camera, please.
Oak Forest Drive, Onalaska. Learn more at lacrossenucachiropractor.com.
No picture. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson here at Middleton Field, Middleton High School. And our score 9-2 now. They did give Holmen that run.
Riley Rip up first. Lee Badger North.
3 the count.
1 hit.
There's a strike
in his 2 appearances.
3-1.
Dangerous Riley Rip. Prototype first baseman.
And he walked him.
First walk given up by Ben Byam.
The catcher, Nate Stevens.
Nate Stevens, you don't remember what happened last time he got out? The ball's still rolling.
Yeah, home run, yeah, right over that right field wall.
Ben Nordo on deck. No outs.
Strike 1.
Byam delivers a strike to the big first baseman, or catcher.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Well, that looked good.
2-1. Referee disagrees with you.
Yeah, it's okay. I got a better angle than he does. Up here, we're broadcasting from the top of the Middleton baseball.
There's a base hit out to the center field.
Tough out that guy is. 3 for 3. Do you have him?
I do. And one of those was a home run. Ben Nordlow coming up next.
Still no outs. Ben Nordlow flew out deep to the left fielder last time up.
Runners at first and second.
Golden Fonstead. Feeker set to hit next.
Ball 1.
No outs. He's need a double play ball here. Keep the ball low, make him hit a ground ball. Nine-2 Warriors, if you just joined us.
Yeah. There we got a strike.
Kind of hard to read this plate umpire on these balls and strikes. Not too emphatic on his strikes.
I think it's 1 and 2 now. They flashed a few funny things on the scoreboard, but it looks like it's 1 and 2. Now it's 2 and 2.
Just missing outside. Ben Byam not too happy about that. I think he thought he got him. And he did.
He did.
Was an outside off-speed pitch.
That is the second strikeout.
It is.
For Byam.
Yeah. And a tough out, too, with Ben Nordlow.
Yeah.
Jared Feeger.
1 out, and Jared Feeger coming up.
Feeger on deck.
That's going to be a high pop-up, and it looks like it's out of play. It is. Strike 1. Feeger got a base hit in the first inning on the fielder's choice, and then ground out in the second. Foul tip.
Grounded out to the dependable first baseman Logan Stauffer. He's back next year, only a junior.
Counts 1-2. Right to the third baseman. He's going to throw it to second, and it goes crowd throw out into right field. Run scores. The runner moves down to third base.
Cameron Weber just hesitated a little bit, and that created some uncertainty.
Yeah, he couldn't decide whether he should try to tag the runner or throw it to second.
The usually dependable Cameron Weber probably showed the first on that. 2 Warriors. Still 1 out.
Runners in the corners, first and third.
Ryan Feeger, the junior, batting .432.
There's a pop-up. That's a foul. Out of play. 0-1.
Winner, of course, plays about 5 o'clock.
Against DeForest.
Yeah, DeForest beating Middleton in an upset. DeForest the 4 seed, Middleton the 1 seed. Boy, that looked good.
0-2.
At the knees.
Runner gets back safely to first. Gonna hit that one out into the left field. Nice hit.
Boy, a hit and run too. Well executed by head coach Spencer Lee and the Waunakee Warriors.
And another run. It's 11-2 now.
Still one out. Runners on first and second. Nick Smith, the DH. 1 for 2. Eight of the 9 starters, all conference. Nick Smith, the only non-all conference player, number 30.
Another base hit. Oh, gets past the shortstop. Just took a funny bounce there. And now we're going to have bases loaded.
Kind of an in-between hop. First error of the afternoon for the shortstop, Zach.
So here we are. Bases loaded with Manriquez coming up.
Manriquez 1 for 2 here this afternoon.
Our score 11-2.
Enriquez with 1 home run, the third baseman. Top of the first. Come up next. Yeah. I don't like that. Knowing that.
There's a high pop up. It's going to go out of play.
Viking infield in for the play at the plate, down 11-2. Understandably.
Counts 1-1. To Manriquez. Another foul ball. 1-2. Foul ball into the net. Count stays 1-2.
Enriquez, see if Ben Bryan can get a strike out here and set to face Derek Lee.
That's going to go foul also. 1-2 still the count.
As we mentioned early on, Ben Byam, 11 strikeouts in that appearance over Sauk Prairie in a 4-0 win, coming in relief of Nevin Wall here this afternoon.
Fly ball, that's deep to center field, and he catches it. The runner won't score.
Well hit by Manriquez.
Very well hit.
Deep to the center fielder, well caught though by the Viking center fielder Drew Becker, but not close enough to get the runner at home. 12th run for the Warriors.
12-2. Warriors in the lead. And now the top of the order, Derek Lee got a base hit last time, hit it back to the pitcher, I guess, and
again 8th batter.
There's a runner coming down to third, and he's in safe. The ball gets away from the third baseman, and he'll score.
8th batter this inning, Rick.
And the 4th run.
And the 3rd error.
So our runner from first moves down to second. And now it's 13-2.
Pinch runner, number 34.
Will come out.
Number 34, that would be Dane Lubke.
Oh yeah, Dane Lubke, he's the left fielder. One and two. Foul ball into the net. Count stays 1-2.
Senior Derek Lee batting .354, 15 RBIs. Facing Ben Byam.
As you mentioned, the 8th batter in this inning. Right to the shortstop, and fly ball, he flies out. That retires the side. But not till after we pick up 4 runs, and our score now 13-2 as we move to the top of the 5th inning. And I'll remind you that one of our sponsors is, of course, Boyer's Budget Furniture at 2100 West Avenue. They feature quality furniture there at budget prices. Furniture for everyone in the home. Bedroom sets, dining room, sofas, chairs, recliners. You'll find it all at Boyer's and at affordable prices. Be sure to let us quick and early about financing at Boyer's Budget Furniture, 2100 West Avenue South in La Crosse. Also, Schumacher Cash Funeral Homes, serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or pre-arranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Cash in La Crosse, La Crescent, and in Onalaska.
I had, yes, 15 and 7, and Mississippi Valley Conference champion.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Be right back.
As a business owner, you have lots
Stop
of
camera.
important decisions to
We're
make.
trying to get in some commercials. This isn't going to go 7 innings.
Covera Insurance Services gives you peace of mind with real
So you
coverage
need
every time.
3 more. This
Covera
is
knows
going to be it.
matters to you.
Yeah, I think it
Having
is.
the right coverage for your business at a competitive price. That's why Covera Insurance is the premier commercial insurance agency in the region. Check them out at CoveraInsurance.com. Covera Insurance Services, where covering you comes first.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. We're in the top of the 5th inning. This is a crucial round for these Vikings. They've got to score enough runs to keep in this.
They do, and let's see if
at least 2, I would think.
See if Logan Stauffer, batting in the number 7 spot, the junior first baseman, can get things going. Batting .291.
They don't score, 10-run rule kicks in, doesn't it? And we've got ourselves a finished game.
Yeah, we don't want that. We want to continue sitting out here in this beautiful sunny afternoon.
Yeah, gorgeous day. One of those kind of days, the sun feels so good, you just want to kind of curl up and go to sleep somewhere, you know? I mean, we can't go to sleep. I won't do that, but I mean, it's just a beautiful day out here. 13-2, all right. Count is 1-2 to the batter, Logan Stauffer. 2-2 now. That one goes into the dirt, 3-2, full count. That goes outside. He's going to walk him.
That's a
So
good
Stauffer
start.
gets on base. That's the beginning.
Only the 3rd walk for Nordlow. Wall, and let's see who's batting for Wall here, Rick. I assume Ben Byam.
You are right.
Maybe this is the beginning of a 5th inning rally.
Let's hope, huh? Strike 1.
Zach Olson, the reliable shortstop, on deck.
Ben Nordlow's done a good job for the Warriors today on the mound.
He really has. He's been reliable. His defense has played very well, too. Of course, their offense is scary, to say the least.
No kidding.
Last year, beat the Timberwolves in the sectional final to go to state. If they continue playing like this, they'll be back at state.
Strike 2. 1-2. That one's low and inside, 2-2.
Vikings for the top.
Straight three.
Time in his first appearance, 4th strikeout for Nordlow.
Zach Olson.
Well, Zach Olson coming up now with 1 out, runner on first.
Zach Olson, the senior shortstop. I've been impressed with him. Drew Becker, and the top of the order.
Over to first. Becker gets back safely. Or no, excuse me, that's not Becker, that's Stauffer.
Yeah, be careful, down 13-2.
Yeah, no kidding. There's a fly ball, no ground ball, base hit. Base hit for Zach Olson. He gets on base, keeps the rally going.
Zach Olson, first hit of the afternoon. Good for him, the shortstop.
Next. Runners on first and second. They need both of those across the plate before the Sunny Bands to keep this game going.
Becker, Weber, Kilble, Toru. That sounds like some runs. Becker been on base for
twice,
actually 3 times.
His
first time with a walk and then 2 singles.
Did he single in the second inning, or
he did? Maybe not. Yeah, twice. I walked
and got a base hit in the third.
The wind is blowing away my chart. On base twice, 1 single and 1 walk. There you go.
There you go. You got that right. Runners at first and second now. Becker picks up another ball, 2-1.
I got you to correct me. That's good. I'm usually pretty good with
this. Yes, you are. So I don't try to correct you if I can help it. 2-2. That's a strike. (13-2). The score, top of the 5th inning. That's going to go to second base. Over to second. Yeah. Safe at first, but he gets the force at second.
Well, with his speed, hard to double him up, of course. Hit the ball extremely hard to the second baseman, but beat it out. Derek Lee, classic double play ball.
So 2 outs, runners at the corners, first and third.
Becker destroyed the double play.
And Cam Weber, the sophomore, third baseman coming up.
Weber batting .394. Bright future ahead of him, number 7. The only sophomore in the starting lineup for Mark Wall's Vikings.
Strike 2.
See if Cameron Weber can keep this alive here with an 0-2 count.
Foul ball. Keeps it alive as that one goes out of play. Runner going down to second. Ball to the third baseman. He throws it, and they got him.
Yeah, good play by the third baseman. That was not easy. The third baseman making that play, Tayton Manriquez.
Well, that should wind things up here, I believe. Final score 13-2. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with some final comments in just a moment, everybody. So stick around. We'll be back in just a moment right after these commercial messages from our sponsors. Stop camera for a moment.
As a business owner, you have lots of important decisions to make. One of them is getting proper insurance coverage. Covera Insurance Services gives you peace of mind with real coverage every time. Covera knows what matters to you, having the right coverage for your business at a competitive price. That's why Covera Insurance is the premier commercial insurance agency in the region. Check them out at CoveraInsurance.com. Covera Insurance Services, where covering you comes first.
30 to 45 minutes. We'll have the sectional final right here in Middleton for you. The time of this game, 1 hour and 21 minutes in front of a nice crowd of 8,350. Once again, your final score in Game 2, it's the Waunakee Warriors 13 and the Holmen Vikings.
If pain is keeping you from having the quality of life you want, then call Advanced Spinal Care in Onalaska. Dr. Amber Pregame is a NUCA doctor. NUCA is an extremely precise procedure that involves no popping, twisting, or cracking of the neck or back. NUCA focuses on lasting results. To feel better and start enjoying life again, call Advanced Spinal Care today for a no-charge consultation. Advanced Spinal Care, Old Forest Drive, Onalaska. Learn more at lacrossenucachiropractor.com.
Quality control.
Advertising?
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
You know that Boyer's is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department. Delivery and setup. Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising?
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled a championship team who listens to
ready?
your needs.
We install
Okay,
carrier comfort
that's okay.
systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are proud, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Roll camera.
Your comfort is our business.
Welcome back, everybody, to Middleton High School's baseball field. Final score here, 13-2, as the Holmen Vikings go down after 4.5 innings. What do you think, Terry?
I think the Vikings played well. I'm proud of them. 15-8 overall record, and they had some mistakes in this game. Only were able to score 2 runs on 3 hits. I have them down for 4 errors. But Mark Wall in his first year accomplished a lot with only 3 seniors in the starting lineup. And by the way, players of the game for Holmen Vikings. Yeah, are you ready? Zach Olsen with 1 hit, the senior shortstop with 3 putouts, and Drew Becker, another senior. And the Vikings closed the season with championship. NBC championship and 15-8 record. Waunakee advanced into the sectional finals. Went last year. I beat the first game at state, but advanced to state under 22-year head coach Spencer Lee. No question in my mind that Ben Nordlow is the great player of the game. Pitched well.
Yes, he did.
He ran his record to 6-1. 52 strikeouts coming into this game. Struck out 5 here. 57 strikeouts. Only gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. But talk about lethal hitting behind him. Wow, Nate Stevens, a home run and 2 singles, 3 for 3. He's my catcher, player of the game too, and just lots of hits. A total of 9 hits for the Warriors.
Yeah, they had a really good game today. You could see that team was a strong bunch of hitters, no question about it. And I think Holmen is a young team, that winning the MVC, I think they'll be back again next year, probably a lot stronger, don't you think?
They will, and this year the Waunakee Warriors took care of the Cooley Region, beat Onalaska, beat Logan in a 4-team tournament, and then today beating the Holmen Vikings in the sectional semifinals to advance to DeForest. I pick the Warriors to advance again to the state tournament.
Wouldn't be surprised. All right, folks, that brings us to an end. Again, our final score here, 13-2, as the Waunakee Warriors defeat the Holmen Vikings. For Terry Erickson, I'm Rick Wilson. Thanks for watching High School Baseball on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com. Stop camera.